So, you're feeling lost too. Welcome. We're all just trying to figure it out here.
Or at least find a map. Or maybe just a flashlight.
Sometimes it feels like everyone else has GPS and you've got a crumpled paper that says, good luck.
That's exactly what we're talking about today. No cliches. No believe in yourself. Because sometimes you don't. And that's okay.
I had this phase where I was just tired of being someone. An employee. A son. My friends were like, you're doing great. But inside. Empty. Like I wore a costume of myself every day, and at night I'd take it off and wonder, who's under there?
Yeah. Like your whole life is a script and you're playing a role someone else wrote. And you don't even hear the applause, because it's not really for you.
And then comes that weird feeling, being lost. It's not loud. It whispers, you're not where you want to be. But the worst part is, you don't know where you do want to be either.
You know what helped me first? Stop running. Seriously. Don't rush to find purpose or direction. Just sit down. Be real with yourself and say, I don't know. That alone is freedom.
Yeah. Don't build a new house yet. First, admit the old one fell apart. No point putting up wallpaper on collapsed walls.
I started doing something simple. Every day I'd ask, what made me feel alive today? Not happy. Not productive. Alive. The answers were weird: the smell of coffee, a random chat with a cab driver, a song I hadn't heard in years. And I kept chasing those sparks.
I made this thing I call a resonance log. Sounds fancy, but it's just a note where I write down anything that hit me. A phrase that made me pause. A film that stirred something. A moment that made me feel. After a while, you start seeing patterns. Like breadcrumbs.
You know what else works? Taking tiny, ridiculous steps. When you're lost, logic doesn't help. But doing something small and random. That flips a switch. I once signed up for a pottery class. I suck at it. But kneading that clay in silence, it felt like I could breathe again.
I challenged myself to talk to 3 strangers in the park. Not for a goal, just to shake things up. One of them ended up being a good friend. And I realized, randomness is life's way of offering you invitations.
Don't trap yourself in the idea of finding yourself. You're not a lost item. You're not something to recover. You're something to create. Daily. With tiny moves. Sometimes in silence. Sometimes in motion.
Also, look at your life and ask, what in it doesn't belong to me? Are you hanging out with people who drain you? Step back. Doing work that leaves you numb. Start looking for light elsewhere. Don't jump just yet. But look for doors.
I started doing what I called -1. Each day, remove something that's not mine. A group chat. A toxic habit. A belief I inherited but never agreed to. After a month, I could finally hear myself again.
And hey, let's talk about comparison. You see others soaring, careers, relationships, happiness, and you feel stuck. But you don't know what stage they're at. Maybe they're flying straight into a wall. Or running from themselves. Life isn't a news feed. It's a maze. And we all move at our own pace.
Sometimes the most powerful question is, if no one was watching me, what would I do? No mom. No co-workers. No followers. Just you. What then?
I think I'd just walk the city. Sip coffee.
There it is. That's the key. The answer doesn't have to be big. It just has to be yours.
And if things feel really stuck, talk to someone. Not someone who says, stop whining. Someone who says, I'm here. Or even, let's just sit in silence. That's connection too. And in connection, there's strength.
So no, you're not lost. You're at a crossroads. Maybe your old maps don't work anymore. But you're not a map. You're the one walking. And that's enough.
The question isn't where you're going. It's how you're going. With attention. With honesty. With curiosity. If yes, even the fog becomes part of the path.
So now, do one small thing. Something useless. Just because you want to. Go for a walk. Watch the sky. Text a friend. Or turn off this podcast. And listen to yourself.